How did you find your wife? Because you're famous. People know your face. Like you said, there's a difference between me being a football player wearing a helmet, wearing a uniform, and people seeing my face on digital or linear television. They see your face.
Shit, the question is how you find your lady all them nasty ass parties you went to.
I ain't go to no parties. I ain't no party.
Damn lie. Shannon Sharpe, boy, come on, bro.
I ain't no party.
You ain't go to no booty party. My brother, he played for the Falcons for about a year and a half, and he told me about the parties that he got to go to. He got a new life and everything. He started talking fucked up to me with his light-skinned woman. So I know you went to. You ain't got to no party. No,
I ain't no party. I'm a homebody.
Okay. I hear you. You put everybody else dirty laundry out here.
I ain't put nobody laundry out here.
Your ass sitting up here trying to tell me you ain't go to no party.
I ain't go to no party.
Okay. But see, me, this is different. You sit up here, muscle-bound football player, you got rings and shit, white girls on your ankles. I know you had about 7. I know you had.
Let me ask you a question. Can I ask you a question, Lavell?
Hey, white dude, do you think he had some white women? See, thank you very much. You know you had.
Why people think I only date white women?
I ain't say you only date white women, but white women come and clutch onto a muscle-bound nigga with a career. You understand? And there ain't no judgment either. They go out, they see you the gold mine.
But I ain't always have muscles though.
But nigga, you had athleticism. You always been a big nigga. You was the biggest goddamn tight end in the game. Nigga, what the fuck you?
I've always been behind.
I know you born like that, nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas in Georgia come right out the dirt like that. Everybody, babies come out with muscles in Georgia.
How did you know your wife was the one when you met her?
So weird. You asked that question. I was in Georgia.
Okay.
You know, and they had, you remember the Brown and Brother Hair Show?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I was down there doing the show for the Brown and Brother Hair Show. Now, I was the featured comedian. They had like Rod Man, you know Rod Man?
I do know Rod Man.
Pat Brown. They had all these comedians on the show. Damon Williams. We was all on the show. But the lady come up to me and said, I'm paying you the most money. You better keep it clean. And I was just like, what? Keep it clean. Everybody going, because Rod Man up there talking about washing your coochie and all this shit. And then she telling me to keep it clean. And I was like, why this lady being mean to me? So I said, okay, I can do clean. But she had so many comedians on the show. By the time I got up, people were walking out on me.
Right.
Walking out of me, and I was just like, oh man, I'm eating it, you know. But I didn't know it was 1 o'clock in the morning. Being a comedian, I ain't give a shit. I see a crowd out there 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. So whatever the case may be, I got done with the show and I was like, man, I'm getting the fuck out of here. You know, I'm mad as shit.
Right.
You ever seen Purple Rain when Prince performed?
Yeah.
And he thought he did bad.
Right.
And he started tearing up the room and they said, Prince, they loving you. You know, like that.
Right.
It was like 200 people wanted to see me out there. So I go back out there and this one woman, She had on a blue jean jacket. That's why I called her blue jeans. She had blue jean pants on. She had her hair tied over the side, and she was just hanging out. And she came up. She said, "I want a picture with her." And she said, "I want a picture with you. Can I get a picture?" I said, "Sure." And she whispered in my ear, "Talking about where you staying at?" And I was like, "Slow down, girl."
But I was there in the high.
Yeah, and look, I told her though. I told her, I'm at the Holiday Inn Select. I ain't telling my room just in case she was a serial killer.
Right.
You know, but the strange enough, she was staying, me and Tony Roberts, we went over to eat at the Denny's at the Days Inn where she was staying there. She wound up lying and saying that she was my wife and she needed to leave me a message on my hotel phone.
Right.
So, you know, speaking things into existence, we started talking and man, we'd be on the phone for hours all the time. And man, it wasn't always topsy-turvy, you know, but you know, she was beautiful, man. When I saw her, man, she was gorgeous. And I couldn't believe she really wanted to be, man, because I was 5'50" then, you understand? Yeah, but I was fly though, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't just wild. What you gonna wild for? You see that wild shit? That was too much wild for that.
Wow.
Wow. Like, hey, hold on. But I was fly. I had on my leather trench jacket and I had my hat on, had my suit.
Leather?
Yes, nigga.
Get myself made cow for that.
Stop. It might have been just one fat cow. But I got it in Sacramento.
Okay.
And it was like the big and tall. You know, you go to big and tall the right time.
Yeah.
And in places where it's warm.
Right.
You can
Get
find the
discount.
best. Oh, the best leather. They had the best place. They had a California big and tall up there. I used to come to California for that only. They had all the shit. But anyway, so we just started talking every day, man. We had our ups and downs and all that stuff, but she was just in my life. And you know, the thing about it was this woman got in my life. She made me better because she made me be accountable for everything. She put my son into where I had 2 kids. She had 2 kids when I met her, and they were great kids. They fell in love with me. We had a down point. But I knew once I was on Last Common Standing, I thought I was going to blow up, but I felt empty if I blow up and don't have nobody to share
it with.
Because, you know, that's when you can be single all the way up to when you start making it.
Mm-hmm.
When you start making, you need to find that
Somebody to share it with.
Yeah, you need to find it. And I realized I made up with her. We worked it out. We had some trials. Trust me, marriage ain't always easy, but I ain't easy to get along with, and I'm sure she ain't. But we worked it out, and we made a beautiful thing. We made some beautiful kids. We fell in love, and man, since I've been with my wife, I've advanced more. I slimmed down. We own property. We own businesses. We own, you know, we just graduating into bigger and better things every day. She make me better. I make her better. So
would that have been possible without her in your life? Do you think you could have been where you are now without her by your side, without her supporting you and offering you an encouragement? Because like you said, achieving all these things as single is one thing, but once you get to a certain level, you want someone to come home to and share that with.
Right. I think it still might have been attainable, but I don't think so.
It wouldn't have been as enjoyable.
And the thing about it, I messed up a lot with the money. You know, I hustled. All I knew was hustle hard.
Right.
I didn't know how people get mad at Donald Trump for knowing how to get out his taxes.
Yeah.
See, all taxes I knew was HR Block, and I didn't even. And my mama took one. She took one class, and she thought she was a tax advisor, and she was giving me bad advice.
Right.
And so I didn't know how to put my money right. When you start making real money, that one thing Puff Daddy said, there's more money, more problems, is that you got to learn how to put your money right.
How to manage it.
And I mean, God blessed me always to get money. I mean, I always had money, but it's like you got to atone for your money in America. Mm-hmm. And so with her, she told me, put everybody on payroll. She told me, I put her on payroll. We was able to get houses because when your credit good, but you got IRS problem, you can't get housing. We built all this together, man, and it's just getting better and better every day. I got my children are good. My son he went from regular school to private school. Life is,
right.
Life is good with her.
Yeah.
It's better. We eat better. Right. You know, because I think I'd probably be dead with a heart attack right by now because I was gonna eat something with cheese on it. And I sure was gonna stay with some fried food. I gave up pork. I gave up all that.
You gave up pork?
Oh, I've been gave up pork. I've been gave up pork.
Me too. I gave up pork. Yeah. I don't eat nothing. Nothing with pork in it, like pork chop, pork loin.
Okay.
But pepperoni.
You eat ham?
Pepperoni, ham, bacon.
Yeah, so you do.
As long as it don't start with pork. I eat it.
That's a black answer right there. Because you know,
bacon made of pork. I ain't know that. I'm the only pork chop, pork loin. But you know,
my white grandmama, right? We was down there. You know, she had fixed some food, right? And it was like pork chops. I said, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, I don't eat pork." She said, "You don't eat pork?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. So y'all don't eat pork. Do you eat ham? I said, no, ma'am. And she got mad at me like, pork ain't no ham. It was say pork. I said, but that's what it is. Yeah. Well, what is a hamburger? Well, that's beef. I'm now you're confusing me now. Right. Now then we went all into, but it was, I gave it up a long time ago, man. And once I found out about it, I would like to give up meat, but I can't. I can't. I go without it. I didn't fast. Being a big brother, then you asked me about it. I didn't fasted 25 days, no food, just liquids for 25 days, 3 times. I didn't eat nothing. And I felt good though. My head was clear. Everything, it was different. But now, since I had a weight loss surgery, I can't do it like I used to. Because it's like, man, I only have but a third of my stomach. Why I gotta give up food now?
Well, give up, eat nothing.
But sometimes, if you notice when you're sick or you're going through something and you can't eat, your body healing. So sometimes you gotta let your body heal. And sometimes you don't eat to heal, because sometimes your body over here eating this, trying to break this down to get this out of you, it can't come over here and fight this over here. So that's where a lot of people getting their problems with.
Yeah, I gave up pork. So like 1 weekend out the month and 2 weeks out the year, I don't eat no pork.
You don't eat no pork. What you eat then?
Chicken.
Okay, chicken and turkey.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's not what you eat, it's how you, because meat wasn't ever, in the Bible, they said your meat would be nuts and berries and fruit. It wasn't really supposed to be meat, but we had dominion over everything. So, I just pray and put it in Jesus' hand. I said, I love meat because it be so delicious. The way you can do it now.
Yeah.
And then air fryer, pimp.
Ooh, I got 2 of them, big dual ones too.
Man.
I read where your wife said she don't want you under 220. Say she married a bear, not a bunny.
Well, I can't quote her on that, but she said she don't want you. She don't want me too small. She said.
But at one point in time, you looked like you were smaller than. I mean, man, you look really small. You like about 195.
And I think the smallest I got down to was like I did get down to like about 270. 270. I got close to 260. I got down because I fluctuate between 298 right now. And it's cool because that's I look good in my clothes.
I mean, from 550 to under 3.
Yeah. But when I was weighing 550, I could bench 450. I was strong as shit.
But Lavell, how did you get? I mean, how were you able to move around at that? I mean, normally people that weigh that much.
I must have been from Georgia. Because Midwest boys. I mean,
Did you know you was that big?
Yeah, when I walk past a mirror and motherfuckers be looking at you. You that big when kids keep looking at you. They try not to look at you. They look at you like that. And you're like, what you looking at? and some kids don't give a fuck. Mama, what's that? You big when the lady come and grab her kid. Come here before he bites you. What the fuck? I'm not gonna bite your child. But no, I always knew I was big because people let you know.
Right.
You ain't gonna never. All you gotta do is know how fast you is. Go to the doctor. The doctor that before I can even get in the door, I made the appointment on the phone. Well, I just know you're gonna have to cut back. Hold on, man, you don't even know what the fuck I look like. I can tell by your voice that you're heavy as hell. But yeah, I always knew I was big. I mean, but I wore it well.
Right.
I never really thought. My brother say this all the time. He got a small man mentality.
Right.
He don't think he be moving. He light on his feet. You can't hear that nigga walk in. That nigga sneak up on a sandwich. You don't even know he there.
Right.
He real quiet, man. I mean, but because a lot of big brothers. You've been in the NFL. What was his name? Eric Richardson, what's his name? Eric Richardson, that big old lineman that ran down the wide receiver. Remember that one?
Oh, you talking about Larry Allen ran down the...
Larry Allen did it, and it was another cat too. I remember that big old lineman, that nigga weighed about 400 pounds. He ran that little bitty linebacker down on that interception. I mean, it's your frame of mind,
right?
Because when some big brothers, you see big brothers out there, them 2 fat twins, the Mexican twins that can dance. I mean, it ain't never. If you hold yourself back, that's when you become heavy.
Right.
I don't really think
it doesn't stop you from doing anything you want to do.
Never, no. I mean, because you ask me a fat question. I mean, it's the elephant in the room. But I think I carry myself. In a mind frame that, man, I'm a bad nigga.
Right.
It
don't matter if you...
Yeah. And on stage, I really carried it like it. Off stage, I might come into the world of sympathy.
Right.
And like, well, I have to be this way.
But you ain't show it.
No. You would never see it. I always have on my fighting face.
When your wife recorded you snoring and you heard it, what you like? Man, I got to do something about it. Was that a part of the?
She didn't record me snoring, but she kept waking me the fuck up. That's what it, and I mean, I think.
So you got the CPAC now?
Hell no. I lost weight. I don't snore as much no more.
Okay.
I don't snore as much no more. That's why I took some of the weight off. I don't snore. You still have your moments, but, I don't snore like I used to. I think I snore when I wear it, if you eat late.
Right.
And some of the times you eat late, your ass will snore, because your body trying to break shit down.
Let me ask you this.
I had a CPAP, but it was like sleeping in a hurricane. That shit wasn't cool.
It was loud?
My son was a little kid. He thought I was an astronaut. He said, I want to go to space too. I said, here, take this in your room. That nigga slept all night.
I might need to get me one of them. Do they work?
What, the CPAP?
Yeah.
Hell no. I hate that shit. It's too much wind blowing on me. I don't like that blowing in my face.
I'm about to get me one though. But you have to sleep on your back?
I sleep on my back.
I said I can't sleep on my back.
You can't?
I can't.
Well, you always like to feel something under you?
Nah, I have to sleep on my side.
Don't you just put a lady on there you can sleep on?
No. I need to sleep on my side.
You sleep on your side?
I do.
Well, I sleep on my side, but I had to sleep on my right side because I sleep on my. I sleep on my left side because my right side I always have night farts.
Lord have mercy.
You don't fart in your sleep?
I'm asleep. I wouldn't know, but
yes, you do. You do. But I don't. But a couple of my farts woke me up.
But I don't eat late. I don't eat after like 7 o'clock.
It don't matter. Night farts come when they want to. Sometimes farts just come out because I eat healthy. It's bored inside you.
I'm nutritious.
Okay. What you think is healthy? Did you eat? Nigga, I seen what you eat. So let me see.
I eat baked chicken. I eat chicken. I eat turkey. I eat ground beef.
First of all, you ain't threw not one vegetable in that motherfucker.
But I got roughage. I'm going to tell you about the roughage. I'm going to tell you about the roughage. All right. I eat broccoli. I eat sweet potatoes. I eat Brussels sprouts. I eat green beans. I eat salad, mostly with kale.
But do you eat mostly, what you eat most of, chicken?
But I get roughage. I make sure I get my plenty of roughage.
Yeah. Do you eat a whole salad without, have you ever eaten salad for a meal?
No, hell no.
You ain't never had one a meal? Mm-hmm. Maybe maybe a little bit like slice of chicken, and then it's just.
Yeah, I'm trying to. But see, I got to eat an X amount. I'm trying to eat like every meal. I'm trying to eat like, and I try to eat like 5-6 times a day. I'm trying to get somewhere between 500 and 600 calories a meal.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, that's cool. 500-600 calories a meal.
Yeah.
So you say about 2,500.
I'm trying to get like 3,000, 3,500 calories a meal.
So then you work out.
Yeah.
How much you work out a day?
About 45 minutes.
So
lifting.
You lift a car like for 45 minutes?
No, I don't lift no cars. I don't live like I used to because I don't need to be that big anymore.
Yeah. What you curl? What you curl?
I don't do no curls because I'm trying. I don't need to.
What you do?
She don't need to be about 125 pounds. That's either curler. You know what I'm saying?
You do the kettlebell?
Yeah, I used to do kettlebell. Yeah.
Kettlebell.
Yeah.
You just do the dumbbell.
Yeah.
You gonna do no bench?
I haven't done barbell bench in a long time. I kind of tweaked my pec, but I think I'm gonna get back because my muscles don't feel the same texture.
Yeah.
As when I'm doing the dumbbell.
How old are you?
I'll be 56 in June.
Okay, you got me by. I'll be 56 in November. So yeah, when you get to a certain age, it's like, man, you start feeling that you grown. Because I used to put that boom, I put that weight up like it ain't nothing. I'm still strong,
right?
But far as putting the weight up, I had to figure it out. Because one day I was in the gym with my brother, and he had to help get this shit off me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a grown man,
right?
But
I'm looking at you. You said you had the surgery because of your kids. You didn't want to be a quote deadbeat dad in real life. You mentioned earlier that, you start having kids and like, man, I want to play with my kids. I want to be here for them. I want to see my grandkids. Was that probably one of the main determining factors of why you did what you did with this?
Part of it, but also I said I love me. So why don't I treat me a little better?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because, I think Lavell's a good dude.
Right.
You know, and people come around me, the energy that they get from me is always, oh man, that's my man Bill. You know, if you hate on me, it's just because you hate yourself.
Right.
And I try to, you know, but I love me. So I said, man, you know, I want to do something solid for myself.
Right.
Because you can't, you know, have you ever had something you kept living with and you wanted to get out of it for a while, and you say, man, what can I do to get out of it? That's how the weight was, you know, just kind of trim it down. I didn't want to be skinny and nothing like that. Just feel healthy.
Yeah.
Where like I get on the plane, I can sit in the seat, put the seatbelt on, no problem, like I do now. I feel better. Like I did a video on Southwest when I was able to do that again.
Right.
And I said a few years ago, it kicked me off the plane for 2 days.
Right.
And now I can put the seatbelt on. And things like that, you know, just feeling like sitting in the booth at a restaurant. And like sometimes I had to watch what I ate at the restaurant, because if I sit in that booth, I could get in, but I might not be able to get out. Especially the ones that don't move.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then like, what part about being a deadbeat dad, see the guy, I was talking about my dad, the dude who I thought was my father. Come to find out we had a big argument. He wrote me a letter and told me that he really wasn't my daddy. So we did a deal.
So he told you that after an argument?
Yeah. We know, because he really wasn't in our life. We had just got back in touch with each other.
Okay.
And me and my sister, then we all started celebrating us being together. But then he started acting funny. Come to find out, you know, he was one of his things was he was homosexual. You know, he was a bisexual with my mom, but he always knew he was gay.
Right.
And when we got back in his life, we found that he had married a man and all this shit. But you know, I didn't give a fuck about that. I said, man, my dad around. I just didn't know if the gay part was hereditary. I said, man, I got to get in shape, because you know most gay dudes are really in good shape. You know, you know, and if I'm gonna be in the gay world,
right,
I don't want to get turned down by them as much as I got turned down by women. But you know, but the thing about it was, you know, I embraced that. But then he stopped coming around, you know. I had to step in and be the man in my house, you know. I paid for both my sister's wedding. I paid for my mom's second wedding. I did all this stuff to, you know, become the man and be there for my sister, protect them. And I took his job, you know, and this just pissed me off, because he, you know, like, but then he stopped coming around. We would go down to Florida where he lived, and he wouldn't come around no more. I guess he got a new person or whatever. I don't know what happened, but I wrote him a text message. I said, man, we just got back in each other's life, and now you want to act fucking funny. I mean, you never was around. I mean, when we come down to your city, you could at least come down and, you know, and I just went off. And then he said, well, let me share something with your ass. And he, you know, and he sent me this whole certified letter telling me that my mama was pregnant before when he went off to college and came back. She was pregnant. And he was still a virgin, so he don't know how she got pregnant. Like immaculate conception. And I said, you're a damn lie. You trying to call my mama a hoe? And he said, I ain't calling her a hoe, but I know she knows some people. You know, so the long and short of it, I said, well, we need to prove it. You know, I'm gonna fly down there. We're gonna go to a blood test. But he was like, nah, this nigga big. He won't whip my ass. I don't want to see him in person. Right. Because I don't want it to go down like that. Because he, you know, so we did a swab, you know, and we got the paternity test back, and it was crazy. It was like a movie. I'm trying to write the story now. And then, you know, I was sitting there, and I get the results when I'm at the IHOP with my mom. She's sitting right across me, and I had the phone on speaker. I had to turn it off speaker, because the lady was the paternity test. I ain't want my mom to hear this shit. So I said, yeah, go on, tell me what I need to know. And she gonna say, well, when it comes down to there, it was just like the Maury Post.
You could have went on Maury. Y'all about to say that.
Yeah, he said, your father, that you talk with your father, 0.1. Yeah, he ain't my dad. And I was like, holy shit. And I'm looking at my mom like, what the fuck? Why you didn't tell me? And then I finally confronted her, you know, and women always want to cry out of some shit, the situation. Like, he's lying. I said, he ain't lying. I got the shit right here. You know, I wasn't mad at her. I was just own up to it.
Right.
I wasn't going, I love my mama. She was there for me from the get-go.
Because no matter what, she's still your mom.
Yeah, she mama. You know, it ain't, she thought it was going to change our relationship, which I don't think it did. But I know, but when I got a wife, of course it was going to change some kind of substance. But I just couldn't believe that she wasn't trying to own up to it. Then she finally owned up to it. It took her forever to ask me who my father was, and she gave me a little bit of information, and I took it. And I had a friend who my jiu-jitsu professor. He was a private eye one time. He took that little information that this lady found because I was on a podcast. Mm-hmm. She went on True Find and found all this stuff. So I sent it to him. He went and found out where he lived and everything. And he, lo and behold, he was still living in St. Louis all this time. All the time I was there, he was in St. Louis. He had three other kids. He had a Chinese daughter, half Chinese daughter. He had 2 other sons that lived right around the corner from me. Wow. At one time. And I said, this nigga been in St. Louis all this time. He is the grand champion of hide and go seek. I said, because I never saw him.
Right.
But it was so weird, you know, that when I met him and I wrote him a letter and told him who I was, and I said, I don't want nothing from you. I said, I'm a child of God. And I thank God that I found out who he is. He put it glued my life together. And I just want to say, hey, man, if you ever wanted me, let me know. This man, I gave him my number. This man called me, and he was so excited to find out who I was, find out that he was my father. And he didn't know who I was as an entertainer at that time. He just found that out later. But he was so wonderful, giving me so many inspiring words and everything, just like, and you know, but he wasn't the greatest guy because my other brothers didn't like him because he wasn't in their life and all, but for some reason he got older and he couldn't try to change his life because he was a Rolling Stone. Right. And God gave him a stroke so he could stay around so I can get to know him. It was crazy. Right. He got a stroke like 3 days after we talked, he got a stroke. Wow. So he couldn't leave St. Louis so I could meet him. Because if he'd have never had that stroke, that motherfucker would have left. You know? And
you never got a chance to meet him.
Never got to meet him. But so crazy, this man. We see each other, and he's always cool. And, you know, and I be in his life, you know, just talking to him every while. I call and see how he doing. And he lived a hell of a life. He was a chief of police in St. Louis. Wow. He also was head of security for Kamala Harris at one time and everything. So it's you know, but when I went all through that, I would never let my child go through that with me. He gonna know who his dad. If I ain't shit, he gonna know you ain't it. He'll say, my daddy ain't shit, but I know where he is. He on the couch in the kitchen. Right. Because when you be talking about you want to be with Glorilla, then you say you want.
Nah, there you go. I ain't said nothing about no Glorilla.
Nigga, you was lying. You was on that damn show. You said it was Ocho Cinco. You said you want to give it.
Nah, that was somebody else.
Nah, nigga, you said.
Nah, I had Glorilla on the show.
I know, but you said you liked her.
I mean, she was nice. She was great.
But I'm telling you, you better get it right with God. He coming back. I don't care. Your muscles ain't going to get you in the hip. Because you were there talking about, I don't need no good church girl. I want me a freak. You can't mess with freaks too much, Shannon. You can't keep on messing with freaks, Shannon.
I mean, you know.
Ain't nobody going to fuck with no nigga, sick nigga with muscles now. You know? Some of them girls got bacteria now. Some of them sit in the tub. You got to slow down sooner or later.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before 2 something.